Hi, welcome to Chefs on Stage. This is my first one here at beautiful Good Samaritan Village, so we'll see how it goes. I don't know what they did before. I've been told that they talked about healthy stuff in the past, and they talked about that stuff. I didn't know really, because I don't know any of you yet. So hopefully after we go through and make some food, I can get some information on what you'd like to see going forward. I chose chicken shish kebabs for a couple of reasons. One, they're relatively easy. They're nice and light to make. Because as I've discovered here in Florida, it's pretty warm, most of the time, right? You don't want your, oven on all day long. So you don't want to be cooking like in a crock, on the stove boiling pasta because it gets pretty warm. So I thought it would be good for that. The ingredients in a shish kebab are usually stuff you have laying around the house or can pick up pretty inexpensively over at the grocery store. The neat thing about going to like Publix or any grocery stores, you can buy a pepper, some cherry tomatoes, a onion, because I didn't want to, our food comes in 50-pound boxes. So I could say, oh yeah, let's cook some of the stuff that I got in back, but you don't have the ability to go to a grocery store and buy some of that stuff. So everything here we can buy right across the street. So who has made a shish kebab before? Okay, you cook them on the grill or in the oven, or how'd you guys cook them? On the grill. All right, so today we're cooking some in the oven. So this isn't as important when you're in the oven cook them, but if you're gonna cook them on the grill, you always want to put your kebab sticks in water. Let them absorb some water so they won't burn on you, because then you'll have just meat on the grill with a bunch of little toothpicks stuck in it where it burns out the middle. So, welcome. I'm Joshua, by the way. Everybody keeps smiling at me, so I guess I'm going okay. That Victor guy was getting like he was getting ready to leave there for a second. I was like, wow, that was quick. We'll see. When we get to the attendance on this up to 50, I'll wear a hat. How's that for a deal? 50. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There's like 20-some people standing around here. I got to have a little bit of a challenge here. Okay. So start off, I'm just going to cut some vegetables up. I'm sure everybody here has cut vegetables before. I'm going to show you the way that we would cut them if I was training you to be a chef, like in school. I was certified as a culinary foundations trainer 2 years ago, actually. And basically, it's just you have to pass a test on that you can be a chef and you know what you're doing. But then you have to go through a demonstration where I'd actually cook in front of a group of people and teach a bunch of people how to do stuff. So it's a very sharp knife when you use it. If you have to push hard on the knife, you shouldn't be. A little bit about knife training. When you're holding a knife, you want to hold it like this, and the whole knife should pivot with your elbow. A lot of people will hold a knife like this, like it's a hammer. It's not a hammer. If when I first started out in the kitchen, if my chef heard somebody going like this, he would be coming around the table and he would say, you either stop or leave. Because the correct way is to rock it like this. So that's like a julienne there, but you should rock. The theory is the knife should never come completely off the cutting board. That's why it's round. If the knife was supposed to be just used for chopping up and down, it would just be square, right? And the way it's rounded is so you can rock the knife when you're using it. You're much less likely to cut yourself because you're not lifting the knife up off the cutting board. You also have better control if you're holding it like this. We're not going to eat any of the food I'm cooking here. I want to do a demonstration. Can somebody come up here? I want a demonstration. Come here. I want you to hold that for me, okay? Hold it like the other way, like a hammer.
Oh, like a hammer.
All right. Right, you ready? See how it went down pretty quick, right? Now hold it the other way like I showed you.
All right.
Okay. You have better control.
That big? I never seen one.
This is a 12-inch chef's knife. I mean, this is...
It's like a sword.
It is like a sword, for like a hobbit. All right. So we're just going to cut some vegetables up for the shish kebabs. When you're doing carrots, or not carrots, when you're doing onions, you want to leave bigger chunks. Cherry tomatoes are perfect for shish kebabs because they're shish kebab size. Mushrooms, same thing. The least you have to do work, the better. If you're having over say you're having over 6, 7 people and you want to make kebabs, it's easy because it's really easy to figure out that each person's going to get one kebab. One kebab's got, you know, 1 pepper, et cetera, et cetera. You're not going to have a lot of extra laying around the house. I have to get a taller table. Anyway, so got peppers, we got the tomatoes, we got some mushrooms. I got some fresh rosemary that we're going to put in there when we put it in the oven. I already cut the chicken up. I used a random chicken breast, which is like a split breast that you find over at Publix. You buy a pound of them. A pound of them, figure about 4 ounces. That's enough for 4 people. I get these because they're thicker. When you buy like those small chicken breasts, like the Purdue, the ones in the freezer, they're really thin. And when you're making a kebab, you actually want like a 1-inch cube of meat. Otherwise, you're not going to get it to cook even. I got some lemons, and I got some Italian dressing and some spices to put in there. Any questions so far?
Yeah, if you still marinate your chicken if you like it marinated, or your steak before?
I marinate the whole kebab.
Okay.
What I do is like the kebabs that we'll have later on today, I made those this morning. They got prepped up, and then they've been marinating all morning.
Okay.
So
Definitely got to soak your...
if you're going to put it on the grill, you have to soak the sticks. If you're putting it in the oven, it's not as likely to catch fire on you. But when you're making the kebab, you want to start with the most solid vegetable that you have, whether that's peppers or onions. It's up to whether you got good peppers or onions. Reason being, cherry tomatoes are going to fall off, mushrooms are going to get soft, and if that's what's holding everything together, it's not going to hold it together. So start with the pepper, skewer your chicken on. Then you can go, and it depends on you whether you want to be random. I'm not a random individual, so I'll tell you that when I make a kebab, they all look the exact same. And that's just from working in restaurants where every plate has to look the same, so you get a system and you keep